Peace. Hi everyone, how you doing? This is one of my first videos that I'm making, one because my students yell at me all the time and tell me that my YouTube views are not up because I'm not making enough videos, but this is also me facing my fear of inadequacy, my fear of stumbling over my words, my fear of thinking, oh, no one's going to like this video, man, I might as well not even make it, as well as recently this fear, I don't even know if it's a fear or if I just felt muted, right? Which is ironic given the fact that right now DC is celebrating hashtag don't mute DC. So shout out one to everyone who came out and celebrated Mochella in a peaceful and positive manner and really showed the world that all protests don't have to end in violence or shenanigans, and that hella black people can come together and there be peace, right? So not only are we breaking stereotypes, stigmas, and false narratives, but we are also showing that we can't be silenced. And genderfiers, you can't just come in and push people's cultures out. That's not a real thing. But this video is really for me to step outside of my comfort zone. To be honest, I am faced with the fear of embarrassment, right? When it comes to me even making videos, I sit there and I like anguish over it for days. Even with me doing this video, I had to really push myself to do this video because I was saying to myself, well, what am I going to talk about? What's the topic? What's this? What's that? Oh, I don't want to do a topic that everybody is talking about, or I don't want to go and sound like this person who's doing this, or I don't want to sound like a broken record and keep saying the same thing that this person is saying. So what can I talk about? What is my truth, right? What is my authenticity? What can I give to the world that will help heal me, but as well inspire them? Because one of my motives, missions, purposes, let's say purpose, right? One of my purpose in life is to inspire people. One of the greatest things that you can do is inspire. And for me, that doesn't mean I wake up every day with the thought in my head, okay, I'm going to inspire someone today. No, that's not the case. Me saying that one of my purposes is to inspire people is because I have found out through my actions that I inspire people simply by me saying like, oh my God, I'm so scared of this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Someone will reach out to me or slide in my DMs and be like, yo, I was scared of the same thing, or I felt the same way, and your video just made me feel courage. Your video made me feel okay. Your video gave me comfort to know that someone else is in the same predicament to which I myself am in, right? So when I do things, I don't necessarily do it for the masses. To be honest, I think that most of my work, my books, my videos, everything is really for the next generation. One thing I do know is that I am not here by any means to follow anyone's footsteps, but to blaze a new path and to create a new way for people to walk and to present a new thought for people to think, you know? I think that's the purpose of each generation. We're not here to keep doing the same thing that generations before us have done. No, we're here to build and add on to what generations have done. We're like the updates. You know how every year a new phone comes out and it's better than the old phone? That's what generations are. We're better than the previous generation, but how are we being better than the previous generation, and how are we preparing the world for the generations to come after us? I just learned that in this life, it's a generational game. You know, it's not about today. It's not about tomorrow. It's not really even about right now in a sense. It's only about right now because it's about what do you do right now to impact 7 generations after you, right? So for me, what have I done today to impact several generations after me? And those are the questions that I ask myself. And that's a question you can ask yourself too. What have you done to impact your future generations? What legacy are you building? How are you establishing a groundwork or building upon that groundwork to continue to make your family and your lineage after you successful? I think those are what we as a people need to focus on. The other thing is that with me being silent, is really because I've been taking an internal look into myself, right? And I don't think a lot of us do that. I don't think a lot of us take that time to really look internally for us. And as Lauren Hill has said it, if you ain't right within, how you gonna win? And one thing about that is that with change, true change, it starts with the nano, which is yourself, your internal self. And you have to see, how do your actions project? How do your actions create a ripple effect? Because understand, yes, in this world, it's mad haters. It's hella people out there who are probably jealous of you and who are trying to cause strife to you, right? But check it. You can't control those other people's reactions. The only reaction that you can control is you. And people's characteristics are based on their reactions. So the difference between a good person and a bad person is the choice that they make right there in that moment of pressure, right? So when you have someone coming at you and they're cussing at you and cussing you out and saying all of these hectic things, or, they're saying slick things and pushing your buttons to get an emotional reaction, what are you going to do? Are you going to give them that emotional reaction? Are you going to let them have control over you? Or are you going to put yourself in a position where you are in full control of yourself and you are controlling the reaction that you have? So are you about to jump in and cuss that person out too and take on the same wrong actions that they're expressing? Or are you going to take a different channel? And are you going to remain in your homeostasis? And are you going to say, okay, that's interesting. You have expressed a lot. I thank you for sharing your truth. And I'm going to get back to you on that, right? And then you walk away. That's one way to handle a dispute or to handle a conversation. But the overall arching point is, what is your reaction? What is the energy that you yourself are allowing you to project and to create? That's something that you have to think about. You really have to stop and view that. So for me, I can't just get on here and talk, y'all. That's not a thing. The spirit has to move me. I have to be moved. I have to feel like that. The same thing with my poetry. I wish I could just sit there and, jot things down real quick and be like, yo, the bird was flying through the air and I heard the time constraints finally break as the clock stopped doing its tick-tock. And then I heard my walk take to the rhythm of the beat as I walked through these streets, right? I'm just saying, I wish I could come up with deep stuff off the top of my head like that on a regular basis, but I have to feel. That's my whole purpose. When I speak, I have to feel it. And lately I wasn't feeling it. And I said that was okay. And I stopped comparing myself to other people because I see my colleagues around me producing videos and getting out there and doing all of these great things. But I have to understand that I have my own path. My path that has not been walked by anyone but me. And in the beginning, I said I want to be a trailblazer. So therefore, I'm taking a path that has been traveled by few, if none at all. And I can't lose focus. And the thing is, like, distractions occur in the field. And distractions can come from your loved ones. Distractions can come from your best friends, your mom, your fam, like the outside haters. Because understanding life, you're dealing with two forces. You have the internal and you have the external. And now you're trying to go and push and get past things. And it's a lot that you have to weave through. But at the same time, while you're weaving, are you doing it with grace and finesse? Or are you just blatantly falling all over and creating more of a mess? So overall, this whole video is really about staying focused on yourself, staying true to your dream, understanding that hard patches coming up, understanding that things are going to be murky and things are not always going to seem clear, but you have to stay true to yourself. The same way I'm staying true to myself in this moment, and I'm wrapping up this video. But I started with hesitation and with fear because I didn't know what I would say. And as you see, I've already taken up 10 minutes of time with knowledge and things that I want to share, but I just had to do it. So may this video be an inspiration for you to stop putting your dreams on hold, stop coming up with every single excuse, and just do it. As we say at We Act Radio, don't just stand there, do something. But it's about that time. Until next time, y'all. Peace. Thank you.